Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Saturday morning and there's only one story that I can lead with today, and that is the horrific death of little 2-year-old Taylen Mosley. Absolutely shocking. So I'm going to talk about that, but I also want to give some quick updates on the Trezell and Jacqueline West case, which is currently in trial. They are on trial for murder of their adoptive sons, Oren and Orson West, whose actual names are Classic and Sincere Pettus. So I will call them Classic and Sincere in this video. Their adoptive parents don't deserve to have had those boys in the first place, never mind change their names. And also I want to give a quick update on Cory Bigsby and the process of his court proceedings, because there's been some movement, but not in a good way. All sad updates. All right, let's go. This is in St. Petersberg, Florida. Little Taylen Mosley, just 2 years old, only just turned 2, and his mother, Passion Jeffrey, were last seen at 5:20 p.m. on Wednesday. So, alive and well, seen by members of their family. If you want the full backstory of all of this, full background, then I did a live on it yesterday, so go and check that out. But in short, Taylen was missing and Passion was found brutally murdered. Now, overnight, while I was sleeping, there has been the most horrific update. Now, I've put this all over social media, wherever anybody might see it. It's just so horrific. I did a YouTube short, I've done a YouTube community post, I put it on Twitter, I've put it on TikTok. Yes, I have TikTok again now. I got locked out of my TikTok account, so I'd not done very many TikToks. I got locked out of my account, so any YouTube shorts that I do from now on, they're going to go on TikTok as well. I'll put the TikTok account name in the description box of every video moving forward. It's just MichelleAfterDark, all one word, so it's easy to find. All right, so this is the update. So I'm going to play you a little clip from the police chief here. This is streaming from WFLA.
It's with great sadness I have to inform you here today that Taylen's body has been found. It is my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones. We are sorry that it had to end this way. Through investigative technique, we were able to find an area around Dell Holmes Park that led the investigators to that area. The detectives had been there all afternoon, and while they were there, they were spotted an alligator with an object in his mouth. As the detectives got closer, they fired one round to the alligator. The alligator dropped the object that he had in his mouth, and we were able to retrieve Taylen's body intact. The father, Thomas Mosley, is now being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. I can tell you now that Taylen's mom, Miss Jeffries, her body was stabbed multiple times. Until the medical examiner has a chance to look at Taylen's body, we cannot tell you the cause of death.
I mean, look at this little guy. How can anybody hurt that little guy? How can anybody do it? So Dell Holmes Park, 15 miles away from where they lived. So he's not got out of the house. We had no idea what had happened to Taylen when I did my live last night, and there was loads of speculations, you know, had he witnessed a horrific murder and got out of the house and was in a body of water close by, or hiding. The best case scenario, that was somebody with misguided loyalty towards the killer had taken him and was looking after him. But no, 15 miles away, police saw the gator with an object in his mouth at Lake Maggiore on Friday. I mean, look, the alligator was shot to release Taylen's body. The alligator's just doing what alligators do, but Yeah, they had to shoot the alligator to retrieve Taylen's body intact so that he could be brought home for his family. Was he just alive when he went in the water? Did someone just throw him in the water? Or was he dead and they just disposed of his body? Just absolutely horrific. I can't imagine what the family are going through at the moment. So Thomas Mosley has been arrested on 2 counts of murder. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know if this is a domestic homicide. We do know Taylen had his dad's surname, so they must have been together at the time Taylen was born, like 2 years ago. So had they recently split? We don't know. We know they'd recently moved into the Lincoln Shores apartment. So had they recently split? Was this a domestic violence case that Thomas went mad and I think they've got their guy. He's been in hospital since Wednesday night with cuts to his hands and his arms. There's been talk of a psych eval. I don't know whether that's true or not, but cuts to his arms and his hands sounds like Passion put up an almighty fight. Passion being stabbed to death. Apparently a horrific scene. So the saddest end possible to a horrible, horrible, tragic situation. So, moving on. The trial of Trezell and Jacqueline West started on Tuesday. They actually only did 3 days and then they're taking a hiatus until Monday, the 10th of April. So we heard opening statements and then we heard some initial testimony from police officers who searched the home. So if you remember, Classic and Sincere named Orrin and Orson West by their adoptive parents were reported missing on December 21st, 2020. And surveillance showed just a load of lies. The surveillance camera from the neighbour's home, which I did a video on. It was like probably the first or second video, maybe third video that I did on this channel when this channel was brand new, but they were aged 3 and 4 at the time. Trezell West saying that they got out of the house while he was chopping wood. They were playing with chalk on the patio. Absolute nonsense. Opening statements, we heard from the prosecutor it's likely that Orrin did not even make it to Cal City. They moved from their home in Bakersfield in September of 2020, and it's likely that Orrin did not even make it to Cal City, and Orson only just, and he was killed 4 days after his brother. This is an allegation made by the West's eldest child. Their children are going to testify against their parents. So this is just horrible for these kids who have been in protective custody since Classic and Sincere went missing. They took the kids into protective custody. So the West pled not guilty. The bodies of Classic and Sincere have never been found. Their biological family don't have closure at all. The defence is claiming that the police didn't do a thorough enough job, saying that they didn't look at sex offenders in the area. But they knew that Orrin and Orson had not been there. Like their toothbrushes had dust on them and there was just no signs of a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old little boy ever living there. The neighbours had never seen them. So this claim that the Wests have been picked on because they're new to the area, because they're different, just, in my opinion, nonsense. But everyone is innocent till proven guilty. This is one pair of parents, if you can call them that I've always thought were guilty. Always. I don't like to blame parents. I don't blame anyone until I have something. But this just the way they spoke, just everything about this case screamed lies. So where the bodies of little Classic and Sincere are, we don't know. Finally, another missing little boy who the cops did not believe the story of how 4-year-old Cory Bigsby went missing. So if you remember, this is a story out of Hampton, Virginia. Cory Bigsby, just age 4 at the time he was reported missing on January 31st, 2022, by his dad, Cory. Cory's story was that he woke up in the morning and Cory had gone missing. They took Cory in for questioning and he's never come out. His other kids got taken into protective custody. Days later, on February 2nd, 2022, Hampton Police declared Bigsby as the sole person of interest, and the next day he was arrested and charged with 7 counts of felony child neglect. So not directly related to Cory's disappearance, but related to statements that he'd made whilst under police interrogation. Now, there was some problems with those initial stages. Whether that's going to cause problems for the trial, I think it possibly might. The defence is the defence issued a motion to dismiss the case, but anyway, in July, a grand jury indicted Bigsby on 30 counts of child neglect, unrelated to Cory's disappearance, but it was related to leaving the children, who were very, very small, like under 5 years of age. I think the eldest of his kids was 5, and then there was Cory, and then there was 2, I think they were 2-year-old twins. Leaving them all home alone. My theory on this is that Cory died accidentally while Cory was out, and he disposed of his body somewhere, and then the thing about him disappearing of his own volition was a lie. But that's my theory. I don't know whether there's any truth to that at all. We've no idea. Cory has never been found since he went missing. There's been, some dedicated local volunteer searchers who have not given up hope that Cory will be found, but at the time of recording this, he is still out there somewhere, and Cory is in jail, but he's been sent for another psych evaluation to Eastern State Hospital for mental health treatment. So his trial is currently on hold. So that's all I've got for you today. Very sad updates. Let me know what you think about them in the comments below. I've been Michelle. Hope you're well. I'll see you in the next video. It's goodbye from Miss Tillington and Miss Cassie Springer. Bye, guys.